Hi everyone, this is Dr. Hershkovitz from the Pipeline Authoring team. I'm here joined by Nadia Sotnikova, our product designer, and this is the kickoff video for version 13.11. To start with, as always, there is a planning issue when you can read through all the issues that are scheduled in this iteration. To begin with the goals of the milestone, goal number one is continue to work on the pipeline editor second iteration. We do have some carryovers, let's say some leftovers, some loose ends that we want to make sure we finalize from previous iteration. The second goal is to start with the epic on show DAG relationship in pipeline view. And the third goal is implement some additional popular customer issues and bug fixes. I would call out one issue about allow need to refer to a job in the same stage, and I'm going to discuss it soon. So the first issue, as I mentioned, this is actually an epic show DAG relationship in the pipeline view. Hold on. So this issue is backed up by some feedback that we gather from our users when we first launched the DAG view or the needs view, which is like the pipeline. See if I have like this one. So we've gathered a bunch of feedback from our users to understand if it indeed solving their problem. And in addition, there is a research issue that we've done in the past. And based on that, we reach out to a conclusion that our users would like to see the needs, relationship, and dependencies on the pipeline graph. And this epic explain exactly what's our end goal, but I'm going to discuss the MVC. So the MVC, the way we want us to, we agreed on is that, first of all, we will have the stage-based view, as you all know and like, but we won't have those links between jobs. The links the links were arbitrary, so there wasn't any logic between on the links that we had in the past. So we decided that we need to drop them on the stage view because the view is organized by stage, and that's it. In addition, we are adding a drop down, so the users will be able to toggle between the stage-based view and the needs relationship. And when the user will hover over a job in the needs view, they will be able to see the dependencies between the job based on the need relationship only. And by the way, this description is not up to date. We need to update the MVC. We won't have those gray lines here for now. The gray lines represent the need relationship between the job, but we still have some discussion about some performance implication that we might have. So as an MVC, we won't show those links by default. So the links will be shown only on hover on the needs view. Okay, and I expect this epic to last for, I would say, at least 2 iterations, if not more. And yeah, you can read more into that into the epic itself. The second issue is kind of related to the previous one. First of all, this is one of the most popular issues that we have in pipeline authoring. As you can see, the number of upvote, which is to allow needs to refer to a job in the same stage. So as I mentioned, when we first launched the needs keyword with the DAG view, we allow user to set up a dependency between jobs, so jobs can run and ignore stages. So for instance, job A that needs job B can run regardless of the stage it's at. But the needs keyword has one major limitation, that you won't be able to refer to a job within the same stage. So it always needs to be on jobs that exist on different stages. And this is a big limitation for our users, because like if we introduce this needs keyword that ignores stage, why do we need stage at all? So why do we have this limitation? And by the way, this is the way GitHub Action is working. So they, on their pipeline, they don't use stages at all. They use just the needs. They actually use the needs keyword, and they only use needs. And speaking with customers, they claim that this way the pipeline run faster. I'm not 100% sure because like a need, a relationship, a dependency between stages or between jobs, it's almost the same. But for them, it feels like there isn't like the overhead for creating a stage, at least for when you offer a pipeline. Why do we need stages at all? Think about like, what if I want to create a pipeline based on needs dependency, just needs with no stage? So you are unable to do it unless we'll implement this issue. And this is why I think this issue is kind of like allowing users to have like a stageless pipeline. It's not really stageless because we always create stage by default. We have the build, test, and deploy stages by default. So users will be able to build a pipeline from one stage, or they can even don't write stage at all and we'll create the stage for them. So it's like kind of a stageless pipeline. And it is very related to the previous issue here, because think about it, if you have like a stageless or one stage pipeline with one stage, the stage view will be like a vertical view, and it won't be very useful. So I expect that users that will use the stageless view will actually default to the needs view on the pipeline. Yeah, so this is how those two touch points. Yeah, and those are the two big items we are going to work on in the coming iteration. As I mentioned, you can read on all those issues in the planning issue. Passing it over to Nadia to talk about the scope of work for UX for this iteration.
Hi, everyone. Let me just share my screen real quick. Yeah, so in 13.11, we have lots of very interesting UX efforts coming up. 13.11 will be full of research. First off, we're starting a category maturity scorecard for pipeline authoring for the first time. So given the pipeline authoring category is still quite new, we'll be conducting our first category maturity scorecard. Hopefully, we will be able to move to viable. We'll see how it goes. Either way, we will collect lots of very interesting feedback. So really looking forward to that. Another very interesting effort is continuing our work on the visual builder for the pipeline editor. So we currently have an MVC proposal that you can check out in this epic here, but we need to start exploring how we're going to handle actually having a visual builder. So how can we start adding some more abstraction to how you build and create your pipelines? So we have explored some direction, but we want to do more exploration and also run some solution validation to gather more insights, and that will inform our further direction with the visual builder. So you can read more about our roadmap and all of the issues that we have planned for this effort. Another interesting effort is supporting CI job templates. So this is very new. We're just starting the exploration, but essentially our goal is to allow a central team that manages CI/CD configuration to create and maintain a library of custom templates, whether it's full CI/CD templates or job templates. We want to make sure that it can have version control, and then that the templates can be easily delivered to the team so they're discoverable for the team. And if there are any updates to the templates, the team will be able to opt into those updates and always have their templates up to date. We're also looking into providing such features as the central team being able to enforce certain templates for the team, for example. So there's lots of ideas that we have, and we're having discussions in this issue and some other related issues that are linked here, so feel free to check it out. And another interesting effort has to do with improving CI/CD templates. So we've recently gone ahead and created descriptions for all of our CI/CD templates. And now we want to run a card sorting exercise to see how GitLab users group all of those different templates in a way that makes sense to them. And the goal here is to make the templates easier to search and browse. So this way, hopefully, we'll be able to leverage all of the amazing templates that we already have and just make them easier to find and use and select a template that works for you. So these are the efforts that I wanted to highlight. There are some other UX issues that I will be working on, but you can dig into it by going to our planning issue if you want to.
Okay, I guess this is it. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Nadia. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.